Alright. Morning, everyone. Hello, Joshi, Simply Snaps, Miyamoto Psych, Blue, Bloobs, Cantaloupe, Bacon Rhapsody, Zelinky, and Peichi. Thank you guys for the good luck. He does indeed practice more Season 9. Now that I watched one runner, I rewatched what Advo did from the race yesterday, and I'm like, there are some boomerang strats that I could learn. So maybe we'll get to do those today, depending on if the boomerang is actually something we find. Also, hello, CZPU, Funhaver, Stormy Sido, and McFly Rules. Also, hello, Mud Daubers. Also, hello, Esler, Yale Boots, Black Jacoop, and Willem. Thank you guys for the good luck. When do we start doing Skyward Sword stuff again? That's a great question. Maybe once all of this tournament stuff is over, but I'm kind of still not sure what, if I would do, like, Skyward Sword or Ocarina of Time 3D, because both seem appealing. And also now that we're getting the Ocarina of Time remake, Ocarina of Time 3D feels maybe more fitting, just slightly. How's Wolf Dash going? I got second in the pools race that I did, so now I'm in the winner's bracket, but I am going up against someone that I probably will not win against on the first round, so might not be in the winner's bracket for long. But it's been fun. But today we have some Wind Waker to practice. I don't know who first seed is. Because, I mean, so the way that the, like, placements worked is that everyone based on your seed was put into pools, and then based on where you finished in your pools race determines where you start in the bracket. I think Beast is probably first seed, though, if I had to guess. Also, hello, Sneaky and Brandon Lockett. The seed hash is Joel Baito. Alright. Let's hopefully figure out how to be faster. Which did not happen quite yesterday, but that's why we practice. This is 2-Eye Reef, interestingly. We are starting with our bracelets? No? Oh, Rory's Pearl. Neodol Rock to Godan, Windfall, Mulgera, Angular to Kalidemos. Okay. No Southern Fairy, no Fire Mountain, no Pawprint. That's a nice one. No Stone Watcher. Oops, I accidentally checked off Islet of Steel. No 6-Eye Reef. No Maze Chest. No Wind Temple. That check. Kinda nice. Islet of Steel has a shard. And no 7 Armos. No Camo Full Moon Photo. And no Orca. Oh my goodness. Sea chart. There we go. Alright, well, we are right next to Angular, so off we go. Yeah, I mean, races, like, obviously having, like, a good raw PB time, like, is an indication that you are, you know, probably favored to win a race, but, like, consistency is also a huge factor in, racing, but I'm pretty sure Beast is probably also just the most consistent runner anyway, since usually consistency and having the fastest time go hand in hand, so. This is not another qualifier now. If it is a qualifier, usually the word, like, or the phrase qualifier race will be in the title. Wow, shot. Wow, now I can go and check the other chest. Thank you for the good luck, Curtis. That check is nothing. Yippee. We found the path item. I guess we can also immediately go to boating course. It's going to be mildly annoying with just hookshot, but we can do it. Also, thank you very much, the Badern, for the 7 months of Tier 1. And thank you very much for the good luck. Glad you still enjoy the content. The content will continue. For some indeterminate amount of time. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I got one. Ow. God. Not having a weapon here kinda sucks. Really, that missed? Oh, goodness. And this is why it's annoying. At least I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This is indeed in logic, though, which kind of sucks. Guess maybe I have to practice this. Also, I just realized going in and out is not going to help. I need to, like, actually save warp. Pretty much. Well, this is the kind of thing that we're glad happens in practice and not an actual race. I actually do need to get into the... Red Lions. Yeah, because, I mean, this isn't so bad if you have a weapon. Like, if you can kill the mini-blins, there's usually much more time to try and set up. But now it's like, okay. Where did that guy? Why is that guy going up there? Okay. Alright, we did it. And it was for nothing! Lovely. Quit out of this. Also, thanks for the good luck, Nintendo. Happy Monday to you as well. Actually, want to go this way? Yeah, why not? Actually, no. If I was gonna go this way, I'd want to warp. So I can immediately use the hook shot here instead of... Oh, that's convenient. Off the windfall, then. I knew that nothing was in the chest because the chest was not spiky. One of the settings we have turned on is chest types matches contents. So if a check is just like a light brown chest, then I know that it is not going to be anything important. I can use that information to just simply not get those chests. I think that might be spiky. I'll check that again. After I come down. Also, thanks for the good luck 64-bit. Yes, I will probably... I don't know about necessarily, like, day 1 OOT remake speedruns, but probably, like, fairly soon. Like, I intend to download the game as soon as possible. When it releases, and then play through it more or less non-stop, aside from sleeping. Since considering my track record with finding speedrunning 3D Zelda games to be fun, I will probably find speedrunning the OOT remake to be fun. The Soul of Mulgara. Well, there's our path to Wind Temple. Hello, Mila. I kind of did this order a bit weirdly. But I also don't have to actually get rupees now, so I can just stand here. The path hints were Needle Rock to Godan, Windfall to Mulgara, and Angular to Kalademos. Angular was the hook shot, because we found that there as our first thing. The Baron hints were Southern Ferry, Pawprint, Six Eye Reef, two others that I'm forgetting. That I just, like, marked off immediately when I saw them. Oh, no. Nice. No, I do not watch the World Cup. I have never really had any interest in soccer. I don't generally get the vibe that America cares all that much about the World Cup, at least compared to, like, other countries, so... It's not soccer, it's football. I mean, I guess, yeah, depending on who you ask. Oh yeah, like, I'm fairly certain that the Ocarina of Time the Ocarina of Time remake is going to have glitches. I kind of doubt it's going to have really, like, any of the same glitches that OOT on N64 or OOT 3D have. But we will see. As unlike when OOT 3D was made, I kind of don't get the feeling the OOT remake is going to be reusing the original code from the N64 version. Which is the reason that OOT 3D has so much of the same stuff that OOT has, glitch-wise. Oh yeah, Fire Mountain was another one of the dead islands. Oh, thank you, Pardon Spaniard. I'm glad you enjoy the stream vibes. We do indeed be chill here. We'll see if they were to take the like the original code of the N64 version or the 3DS version and like try to fix things from there. They'd spend a significant amount of time just fixing things because there's quite a lot of stuff that you would have to fix if you wanted to try and get rid of everything. Also, hello Zunari. I am here to buy an item from you. I have been scammed. I paid this man 80 rupees and he gave me 1 rupee. I would like to see where Link is. I would like to climb up this wall. Oh, that's exactly where a bottle was yesterday. Very good. Oh, right. So no Earth Temple entrance, no Wind Temple entrance. Right, I guess, man, I really have not had Forsaken Fortress in any of these seeds so far. That was not where Magic Power was yesterday. That was where Magic Power was in a different seed that I played. Magic Power does not currently do anything, though. So the boss souls are specifically items made for the randomizer. They're not items in the original game. The idea of a boss soul is that, like, or just enemy souls in general, is that the enemy that the soul is for does not, like, spawn in the world until you find its soul. Or just, like, it does spawn, but, like, you can't kill it yet, is the approach that some randomizers take. hello. A hyperfinity? I don't know if I pronounced that right. Can't wait for the Ocarina of Time original versus remake parentheses Switch speedrun comparison video. Yeah, I guess it'll probably exist in some form. Leaf! Alright, well now all the magic is useful. To Outset Island, I guess, then. Actually, I can just get it with this. Or maybe I can't. Oh, that's the spoils bag. Okay. Those are just rupees. Well, that's something that could lead to stuff. Alright. See, wait, can I get that? I think I should be able to. Thanks. Shot work from here? Yeah. If I can aim. There we go. I got the bag. Oh, I forgot to get a fairy. Darn it. Well, I guess Grandma's not getting saved. Some of the blue chews... So, all of the blue chews are randomized. Also nice. But only some of the blue chews... are actually, like, considered in logic. So, it's only the ones at Eastern, Thorns, Needle Rock. I think one more that I'm probably forgetting. But so it's only like 4 or 5 of them total that are considered. What is my opinion on the OOT remake? I don't think I really have an opinion. Since we have not actually seen very much of it. Let's see, I think I'm gonna go to Diamond Step first here, and then go down to Horseshoe. From what we saw in the teaser trailer, I think what we saw looks fine. Like, it looks like it will be Ocarina of Time. I do not have any sort of, like, hot take about, like, the art style or anything. Or of, like, specifically what it looked like. Also, thanks for the good luck, Moogle Knight. I would assume it's the Great Deku Tree that was narrating in the teaser, but we don't have confirmation one way or the other. Let's see, I'm going to do this. And I'm also going to need to jump in the correct direction. With full run speed, ideally. There you go. That one is also spiky, so actually I want to go here first. The Soul of Kalidemos. Well, we do need that. We're going to need another stick, which I guess we'll go over there for. And not having a weapon to start out with kind of sucks. I feel like in this situation I should really know which pot leads there, just because this jump is so awkward. And Tingle Statue. Not really the kind of stuff I was hoping for. I mean, I think as a teaser trailer, the trailer, like, as a teaser, it is fine. I don't know if I would really consider it a trailer, because it was basically just supposed to tell you that the game exists, which it did do. That's spiky. Right, because, like, there was, of course, like, the rumor that turned out to be true that, that this game was coming, but, like, you know, Nintendo's plan was that this Direct was supposed to be the first that we have heard about this, right? Or the Direct that happened a couple days ago. Like, I think the hope was that, you know, it would just be... Like, the reason this was one final thing is because it was supposed to be a surprise. And, like, I'm sure to a lot of people it was, because, like, you know, not everyone is on the internet looking at what people who try to leak what Nintendo's plans are have to say. But, like, I had known about it, and I had reason to believe that the leaks might be correct. Just in part because, like, I also, even before it got leaked, also, that's not where I wanted that to go. Like, even before the information was imparted upon us, also, nice. I should have just rolled past this. But I was already sort of in the camp that, I had reason to believe that there would be a Zelda remake or remaster of some kind this year. Even before the information was leaked. So... Oh, wait, I already went to diamond stuff. Oh, but actually, I should do... Hello? Salvage core? Oh, they're right, that was the wrong side. Oops. I also completely forgot to check Beetle at outside. Card number 6. maybe I should have gone to Crayfish. Well, at least here I can check Beetle. That is an orange rupee. You always figured they'd do a big OOT remake eventually, but you didn't expect it so soon. I mean, I feel like almost 30 years after the release of the original is a fairly long time to wait, even if we did have OOT 3D, like, what was OOT 3D, 13 years after the original came out? And it's been 15 years since then. I cannot see this chest because the palm tree is in the way. Hello. That one is not spiky. That is a dead item. Do not need Moblin's letter. Playing the mail. I think we just had to get 25 for this, if I remember correctly. Oops. No. Well, thanks for the cash, I guess. Guess also having the bottle here is not completely ideal. Or I guess rather, I should have pocketed some water while I was still out near the ocean instead of doing it here. Will they give Link a jump button in the remake? I don't know. Alright, what dungeon is this? This is Tower of the Gods. Well, I could technically do one thing here, so let's do it. Do I want a one-to-one remake of Ocarina of Time, or do I hope to see major changes? I mean, I guess I would hope for at least a little bit more than a one-to-one remake. Like, I wouldn't really complain about a one-to-one remake necessarily, but I think that, like, a one-to-one remake, I feel like doesn't make a whole lot of sense from just, like, especially a modern game context. Like, despite the fact that I enjoyed Ocarina of Time, like, and Ocarina of Time 3D as they are, right? I feel like at least adding something additional is in Nintendo's best interests. I think I'm too late. Oh, I was not too late. But this chest was nothing, so now I am sad. I hope they add more dungeons. Yeah, I mean, like, if, like, say they turn, you know, like, Ice Cavern into a fully fledged dungeon, that would be cool, right? They don't even have to, like, you don't even have to, you know, give it a sage or anything like that. Just make it more than, like, 4 rooms. Oh, wait, I can technically do this other check here. Probably not a smart routing idea to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because we have double magic. And I do believe it is in logic. Oh wait, no, I do want to go up. I basically never do this check the normal way, so it's very weird to try and do this. I guess it's kind of awkward with the mail sorting being up here. Ah, this wind direction was correct. But yeah, like, another thing about cut content is that a lot of the cut content that, or a lot of the content that is cut from a Zelda game, right, due to, like, you know, scheduling and whatnot and not having enough development time to put all of those ideas in, usually just goes into future Zelda games, and more than likely the ideas from Ocarina of Time that have not gone into future games have probably not gone into future games because they likely were just ideas that the devs probably felt like were not good enough, if that makes sense, right? I think there's anything here. Oh no, there's actually a shard and iron boots. Well, I probably want to use the hook shot to get those. Let's see. There has to be a way to use the hook shot to get these, right? They were in logic when I picked up the hook shot earlier. Well, I guess this is another thing I have to figure out how to do. The thing that sucks about this is that the boat and the water level keeps moving. Okay, there's one. Now, oh man, where's the best position to try to iron boots from? It definitely would have just been faster for me to glide down with the leaf at this point, but considering that it is in logic with the hook shot, oh, that's not the right one. No. No, we almost had it. Now I have to wait for the water to rise again. There we go. Well, this kind of sucks. Hope I don't have to do that again. I probably should have just peeked the chest before committing to flying over to it with the leaf. But hey, it's spiky, so I win. I found another piece of the Triforce. Actually, I didn't want to go this way. There is a... platform here. Presumably they defeat the enemy's platform. Oh, really? That didn't hit anyone? I guess I have a shield. That works? Not really. Someone needs to drop their sword, please. Oh, goodness. The sword dropped down. What am I supposed to do now? This was Twilight Princess, I could roll into them with the iron boots. But this is not Twilight Princess, so I can't. Instead, I can just get all of them except this guy off. Well, this is very silly. Let's try this again. Ow. My goodness. This is ridiculous. Bruh. No, the sword went off again. Finally. Well, this has certainly been an interesting siege so far. Also, thanks for the good luck, Kid Pod. That chest is spiky. Which actually, I guess I could go get that spiky chest. Even though it's not in logic, we can technically get to it with just leave. There's also a dungeon entrance. Haven't entered the Tower of the Gods yet. Am I having fun? Yeah, I'd say I'm having fun. I like playing Wind Waker. Personally. I just realized I have to go this way. If I can't get up there... Actually, can I? Yes, I can. Just have to roll through it. Ah, yes. Spiky chests have major items in them. Light brown chests like that do not. Just realized this is gonna suck. Even with the extra Triforce piece that we found. Because I don't have a way to jump slash. So to do this trick, I have to do a roll clip. And I'm not going to be able to tell whether or not my timing is too early or too late. Because the outcome will be the same. Alright, well, thankfully it only took 2 tries. There is still the letter from Grandma that... not yet. Actually, I think I'll go back to Forest Haven and get our 2 checks there. So thanks for the good luck, Ace. How have you been? You successfully get back to Master 1? Am I going to Ganon without a sword? I will not be going to Ganon without a sword now. I will, however, apparently fail. Grab that. But thankfully, I hit the Void Out trigger, so it's fine. That's a yellow rupee. No thanks. Also, yeah, with these settings, you can't get to Ganon without all of the swords. If you do swordless settings, though, then I think the barrier still breaks even if you don't have a sword, so... But these are not swordless settings. Oh my god, a weapon! We did it! I can't believe they exist, even if they're out of logic. Yeah, I guess we could do Bomb Island. I was gonna put Thorned in a pretty bad spot. We do Bomb Island now. Oh my god, the Skull Hammer. Alright, well actually now going to Thorn is kind of a great idea. So very dark, and I can't see where I'm going. I think this is the right direction. There we go. I'm not participating in all the qualifiers. I didn't do the first one. I did the second one, which was yesterday. I don't think I'm going to do the third one, because I think I scheduled a Twilight Princess randomizer match for that time. So... I would assume that Amiibo will have some functionality in the Ocarina of Time remake, since ever since Amiibo have been a thing, they've had functionality for each of the Zelda games that have come out. As for what the Amiibo would do, probably, I guess, like, at minimum, something surface level, like restore health or restore ammo, like what it did in, or like what they did in Twilight Princess HD. Also, hello, DF. Thanks for the good luck, Trippero and Leanne. So thank you, Great Fairy, for the shard. I guess I'll just try going into Power of the Gods entrance now. Also, thanks for the good luck Unpeopled Gaming. As expected, it's Forbidden Woods. Nice roll. There's bombs. Alright, well, that's kind of nice. Still not having a sword is kind of meh, but... I should probably check the chest down below to see what it is, instead of just completely ignoring it. Nothing. I still technically think storing it is faster in this situation regardless, but only if you happen to get storage like first or second try. I still want the figure out. Wow, the last Tingle statue. Yippee. Oh, I should probably get a green choo-choo jelly. That is one of the spoils that we can turn in for a check. That was way too fast on the cancel. That was too slow. I do have to remember that I do technically have a way to jump slash in the form of the Skull Hammer. Actually, I don't want, but I guess I should be using the bow for these. So thanks for the good luck counts. Oh, come on. There goes the randomization. Things are definitely random. I'm also probably making poor routing decisions, but part of that is also to practice things that I otherwise have not. Ow. I do not like the fact that this chest is spiky. It was for the cabana deed of all things. Well, I could have tried getting storage on it too, but means that I cannot peek the chest that's up there now. So I guess we're just going to orphan it. Also, thanks for the good luck, Douglas. And that chest is nothing, so we ignore the Mothula and leave. Yeah, that's probably what I should have done, Joffy. Nice. Just a spiky. But I'm like, it's so slow to go all the way across again. Wow, now we have a sword. I like that. I wonder if it's faster. I'm gonna do the ledge clip. If I maybe save quit and then go back in. Doing the door storage strat definitely is faster. But I like doing ledge clips. Yeah, for... like, as far as collision being loaded in, like, the traditional 3D Zelda games at all times, that's only an Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask thing, really. Oh, I should probably pick this up. Although, interestingly, in Wind Waker, when you are in a dungeon, the... like, the chests that exist in the dungeon always have their collision loaded. So, like, even if you're in, you know, the first room of Forbidden Woods, where the boss key chest is does have the chest collision loaded there. And you can technically stand on that, but that doesn't help you a whole lot. because it's just the chest floating in the middle of nowhere. But that is the basis for a glitch that only works on Switch 2 NSO, called Dungeon Chest Reload, where if you can manage to stand on an out-of-bounds chest like that, and then play the Song of Passing, which normally does not work in dungeons, the game will put up a black screen for 30 seconds and then reload you in the room where the chest is. Which is very silly, and is why the Switch 2 NSO all dungeons route is significantly different. Because you can use that glitch to skip a very sizable portion of Earth and Wind Temple. Unfortunately, Switch 2 not having Tingle Tuner access means that it is not faster, but it is very cool. Alright, so we got everything here except for the grappling hook chest. All room before mini-boss I will have to keep unchecked. And then I guess from here we can just go north to eastern. Because that's where the east is. It's to the north, obviously. A different would routing be if you could trigger boss loads out of bounds? In Earth Temple, I think you would definitely be able to just fly to the loading zone to the boss if you could, like, if the loading zones were always active regardless of what room you were in. I don't think Wind Temple you would be able to do something like that, because I think the Wind Temple one is just way too far away. Like, even if you had... Well, I guess, actually, what you would do in that case is you would just, you would have the Tingle Tuner, and you would just continuously refill magic. Oh, right, I don't have bracelets. You would basically clip out of bounds, then just continuously refill magic with the Tingle Tuner as you went on your way to wherever the boss door is. Though, Wind Temple, you also do need the hook shot, so you have to go get that first at minimum. Alright, well, that's only one shard away, which is in logic, so... Still do not have the Soul of Godan, though. Ah, those are not the buttons that I want those to go on. Yeah, I do think that, like, Wind Waker's dungeons are very cool the way that they are. Just because doing chest storage is fun. Therefore, I enjoy that we get to do chest storage. Also, thank you very much, haha, for the 54 months of Tier 1. Do appreciate the continued support of 4.5 years. Ow. Baba's Morths, Moblins in peace. Who will stop Ganon and bring back the peace? The answer of the pond will save us from these. He's the Jimothy, hero of knees. Still not entirely sure what it means to be the hero of knees, but I will accept this title. Thank you, haha. Yeah, I mean, like, Great Bay Temple BK skip is pretty funny. Granted, most BK skips are not like that, so... Or don't skip that, like, hilariously much of the dungeon. This is not going to put me in the right spot. I need to be over here. Nice pink whiz robes. You are not who I wanted to be. We found the sword in Forbidden Woods. Inside one of the Vine Maze chests. Fortunately, I did not find fire arrows, so I can't full clear Needle Rock at the moment. Oh, thanks, Kojay. I'm glad you've been enjoying the rando stuff. I think playing rando is fun. I'm also doing 2 tournaments for it, so... Yep, there's the Godan Soul. Alright, well, we can go beat Tower of the Gods now, so... I guess that's our next objective. Which is better, Wind Waker or Twilight Princess Randomizer? I think I enjoy Twilight Princess a little bit more. Though I think Wind Waker is, like, more fun now with the randomized freestanding rupees. Because the randomized freestanding rupees actually give a lot more use to, like, hookshot, boomerang, and bait bag. Which previously did not have as many significant uses as they do now with these new settings. Because the freestanding rupees are in some funky spots sometimes. So thanks for the good luck, Makuya. Oh hey, nice boomerang. Oh, I didn't make it. Also, thanks for the good luck, Remiko's a viewer and water. I am running low on bombs. Thanks for the good luck as well, A-Scott. I should do more TP randos. I feel like I've done quite a lot of TP randos lately, but... So my last few streams have been Wind Waker. For completion of the randomizer, we're still at minimum. Missing 2 progressive bows and 3 progressive swords. I think that might be it, though. Oh, I never marked it off, but... Iron boots. Oh, come on. I'm gonna wait for the water level to go down. Because, yeah, we can enter Hyrule, but we cannot currently break the barrier or defeat Puppet Ganon. Because the barrier requires the fully powered up Master Sword, and defeating Puppet Ganon requires the light arrows. Wait for the Beamos. No! Man. Well, can't say I've done that one before. And I'm gonna fall. Yep. Well, this is not quite what we wanted to have happen. So, greetings, Folkhorn. Welcome to me losing chest storage because I was being silly. Thanks for the good luck, Lucas. Well, should be able to get the refills that we need here. We don't jump off too early, otherwise we fall into the void. My favorite dungeon in Wind Waker is Forbidden Woods. I really like the vibes of Forbidden Woods. I think Wind Temple is a close second. Ooh, spiky. Are you my fire arrows? No, you are my power bracelets, which don't think actually unlock anything. Yeah, I don't think so. Well. Probably not worth it to get that. Definitely not if it's the small key, but we don't know if it's the small key or the big key. What's the hardest trick that I have ever done in Wind Waker? I guess technically manual super swimming is probably the hardest. Manual super swimming also sucks, but saves a lot of time, so. Counting to 600 was a hard trick. We did count to 600 once, or twice, that's true. Thankfully, counting to 600 became outdated pretty quickly. I think it was for the best. Also, thanks for the good luck, Pixelbound. What is my favorite item from any Zelda game? It's not an item, but my favorite ability is Ascend from Tears of the Kingdom. I think Ascend is very good. I was very happy that it was added to the game. We're being more strict about what an item is. Kind of a tough question, because there are a lot of fun items. So, aside from Ascend, not sure what it would be. Well, yeah, so regular super swimming is automatic in a sense, in that, like, you just have to hold a direction on the control stick, and the super swimming happens for you, but, really? I missed again. Goodness. Bruh. Well. Really? Even that missed? Well, apparently I do not know how to shoot this bubble. So if that chest if that chest in the floating platforms room wasn't a small key, then this check right here has to be small key. Oh, that's the big key. So yay, we skipped the small key chest. So thanks for the good luck, Ryan. And now we don't have to do the big key skip. Instead, we get treasure chart 36. So thanks for the good luck, Squee. Oh, darn it, I should have picked up that fairy for Grandma. Well, I guess we're really not saving Grandma this time. I had so many opportunities to pick up a fairy and just kind of forgot. Nice, that was a good cycle. We do indeed have Dark Pajama Link. I think Dark Link with pajamas looks cool. This also means... Okay, we can also full clear all of Wind Temple now as well. Which, I guess we just go do. I guess only having Hero's Sword kind of sucks, but... surely there will be something in Wind Temple. We did also get hinted that 2 of the checks in Wind Temple are dead, which are 2 of the more annoying ones, so that's nice. And yes, we could get a fairy in Wind Temple, this is true. Yes, both 7 Armos and All Room not having anything important is very nice to know. Alright, we did also find the Cabana Deed. Really, that missed. Going. Definitely take those arrows at least. And the big key. That's kind of awkward. I should just put Wind Waker over Iron Boots there. That's also not the song we want to play. Oh, no, it actually doesn't matter. Flip it again anyway. Alright, well, we don't have Hero's Sword anymore, so that works. Checks do we got here? Basically just all of the Wind Temple chests, as well as 3 freestanding rubies are what we got here. And these dungeon secrets. That one of which was a green rupee. Basically, the dungeon secrets are places in the base game that have joy pendants with a permanent flag attached to them. Fire and ice arrows. Alright, that gives us basically everything else to do on the overworld. Wow, both small keys. Oh, come on. Wasn't expecting the Floor Master to come around that quickly. And now we void out... Or no, we don't void out twice. Interesting. Normally there... we would void out twice, because Makar would spawn out of bounds and void out, causing us to void out too. That was a bit rough on the storage. But we made it. Nothing there. Also, we still haven't found grappling hook, which logically is required to get in here. Well, yeah, so storage allows you to do a lot of things. One of those things is you can, like, interrupt the action of opening up a chest, and if you interrupt the action of opening up a chest, the game disables certain collision checks indefinitely, until the, like, chest animation finishes, but it didn't finish because we essentially prevented it from finishing on the frame that we opened it. So while the game doesn't run those collision checks, you can do some funky stuff with collision, like run up walls. Well, yeah, the way that we got storage on, like, on top of that chest using the bomb is a little annoying to do. There are usually, like, easier spots that you can get storage in a lot of situations, but unfortunately there just is not in that room. Where did this guy go? He is over here. And nothing here. Made banana bread? Oh boy. I think I'm probably good though. Thanks for the offer. You like the new setup? Thanks, this is the last day we're using it. Always email me some banana bread. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Alright, let's get one of these fairies for Grandmama. Also, just take one for ourselves. And hopefully we can fight Mulgara well. Really? Might have been a bit too far away. Oh, now this is gonna suck. The quick kill from Mulgara is essentially just shooting the tongue as it tries to go back in again to, like, get more hits on it. Oh boy. Which, unfortunately, we did not get any this time. I have to practice it more. That was a really awkward angle to try to work with, but we made it happen still somehow. Wow, a chart. So before we do anything else, we are going to go to Windfall and find out where our light arrows are. Also, apparently I have decided I want the Octo chart, even though I do not actually want the Octo chart. Also, thanks for the good look at DDVX. Save Grandma. I suppose at some point it might make sense to save Grandma. Ooh, I could practice the windmill shot now. If I can remember how to aim for it, that is. Something like this, I think. Has to be a little bit lower. Now we wait again. I think that was probably not great timing with the windmill actually was. There we go. Don't think that was actually any faster, but I guess if this chest was spiky, it definitely would still be faster, but that chest was not spiky. I also realized I still do not have a skull necklace, but I guess I go turn in the green shoes at the very least. Because with 6-Eye Reef out, I couldn't get a Moblin or a Skull Necklace there. I guess I should just be on the lookout, maybe, for Skull Necklaces? Nice. Like, just in freestanding rupee spots, potentially? Oh, did I get a skull necklace from Maggie? Oh, yeah. You're right. That's funny. I did completely forget about that. Alright, let's see. Forest Haven, Tingle Island, and Forest Haven.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, no, it did not register at all with me that getting that skull necklace was going to be useful. And apparently it wasn't, but that's fine. Alright, well, off to... Actually, I guess we can go north right now. Over here, and then afterwards we'll warp to Tingle Island. We can get the 2 rupee chicks up here. Also, hello, Master Matrix. And now we are just looking for 2 swords. You got the necklace you needed from Hyrule. I mean, that's a place where you can get a necklace, it's true. That's another Picto Box. Alright, well. Let's get our friend the other Picto Box. Presumably we can use the boomerang here. Let's see, there's no camo full moon photo. Yeah, it's just an Okay, so that means Tingle, or Ankle, has the light arrows. Which means that our grappling hook could be Fire and Ice locked. No, we don't really need the grappling hook for anything. Oh my goodness, it's the light arrows. I think we'll do Ice Ring, then to the Big Octo, then to Headstone, and then to Shark Island, I think makes the most sense here. What is the odds of that? I mean, I knew that Ankle was going to have the light arrows because Creeb on Windfall Island has a hint about where all of the progressive bows are, and the only one I had not gotten was the one on Tingle Island, so... Let's see, Rupee frozen in ice is magic armor. Alright, there's one of the swords we need. Now we are just one sword away. You would freeze the magic armor in ice, too. Nope, no grapple. No hero's charm either. Actually... Oh, I did not mean to put God on X. Yeah, I mean, if we get the sword sometime within, like, the next 8 or 9 minutes, we should be able to get sub 2. But who knows where the sword is. It is just kind of random. Actually, I guess we'll use the arrows here since we're on the bad side of the Octo. If we can. We will also get a random hint here from the Great Fairy, so maybe she'll tell us where the sword is. Wow, money! On Dragon Roost, the power bracelets which are not required. Yeah, we kind of knew that one. The not required power bracelets. Let's see. That's a highway pair. I cannot see what any of that is. Go around this way. Ah, there's the hero's charm. Is that a sword? That might just be a sword, but I can't really see it. Yes, that would appear to be the sword. Excellent. I need to figure out an angle I can actually get the sword from, though, because you can get it with boomerang. I wonder if you have to go up here to get it. Which, alright, we'll get the hero's charm. Oh, still can't really reach it from there. I feel like this is one of those things where I probably have to get it, like, on the rebound or something. Like, I have to throw the boomerang like this, and then it comes to me on the way back. Of course, evidently I must throw the boomerang much higher. Not quite that high. Oh boy. I'm surprised that missed. I don't know what that missed by. Well, now I can't see it at all. That was too low. I think that was too far left. That was too low. Man. Bruh. This is possible with the boomerang, right? Yeah. I just don't know how. Oh, maybe you have to just be over on this side. Yeah, this looks slightly more promising. There we go. Yeah, I just have to be over here. Well, that's silly. You're trying out Dusklight? Nice. Glad you were enjoying it. Ever plan on fixing the sword icon on B, not updating until a zone transition happens? Is this for Wind Waker? Because, I mean, if, I guess right now, like, Wind Waker Randomizer development is really only being pushed by, like, one main person? Banjo? But I don't know if that is something that would be a high priority. So thanks for the good luck, Stavros. Yeah, we never found a grappling hook. Don't know where that is. Oh yeah, I've definitely finished Wind Waker rando runs without grappling hook before. It's not particularly common, but it does happen. Really? I don't follow basketball, so I do not have an opinion on the Mixer Pains winning. Alright, so let's see if I can shoot Puppet Ganon's tail. Evidently not. Well, at least he stood still. Oh, he kind of still stood still. Alright, not too bad. magic refills. Well, not a whole lot to complain about with that puppy cannon. Definitely be fairly content with that in, like, a tournament race. Oh. Why would Grapple Skip do this to me? And unfortunately, because we don't have soup, I can't do one-cycle strats. But we can get good RNG. Alright, and we got sub 2. Neat. We still have not gotten Forsaken Fortress as a dungeon in any of these seeds. Also, thank you very much, Joshi, for the 200 bits. And thank you very much, everyone else, for the GGs. But yeah, so that was, kind of nice. I really need to, I guess, just practice getting, like, some of those freestanding rupee locations with, like, hookshot or boomerang. Since that's probably going to come up quite a bit in these tournament matches. Or also some of them even just with chest storage, because like the ones on Shark Island and Headstone, you can get all of those with chest storage, I'm pretty sure. At least I assume you can, but... yeah, so that's definitely something that I've lost time to in, like, every seed that I've played, so I will have to practice that. I think that is probably going to be it for today, though, so we will be back again on Wednesday, and I'll be back home on Wednesday, so I guess you can say goodbye to this camera angle. So yeah. Wednesday, let's see, I do have a Twilight Princess randomizer match on Thursday, so... Actually... Hold on. Is it Thursday? No. No, I have the match... Wait, hold on. Hold up. Let me see when the match was again, because now I'm confused. Okay, no, the match is Wednesday, so we will have the not TPHD, Twilight Princess Randomizer match on Wednesday. That's what will happen. So, in any case, thank you guys for watching today. I will see you on Wednesday. Goodbye. See you later.